My name is Aaron Jones, and I'm the president and CEO of IPS Global Aviation. IPS is a company that truly cares. We put our heart and soul into this organization. We operate 24 hours a day.
Surf into summer celebrations with a wave of unforgettable gifts from Crown Jewels & Coin. For graduations, marriage proposals, and this season's tide of occasions, we have the lowest price on pre-owned Rolex watches and fine jewelry. Design your own wedding ring from the state's only Verragio selection and choose from diamond jewelry starting at $299. Easy financing available. Catch the brightest rays and capture shining moments with a heartfelt gift from Crown Jewels & Coin for all you treasure. San Mateo, north of Candelaria.
What's up, my Creative Kill fam? I am John.
And I'm Ben.
And today we have a really special guest. I'm so excited about this episode. We're on episode 17 of Creative Kill, and today we have Chelsae Dodson. What's up, Chelsae? How you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
That's great.
Thank you for coming on the show.
I do. Today I'm a little excited about this. I'm an MMA fan. I'm learning more about Power Slap, so we're going to get into this whole thing here in a minute. But Chelsae, first we got to plug our sponsors. So everybody today, first of all, we want to thank all of our sponsors that support Creative Kill and Creative Kill Live. We have a series of live shows coming up, and we announced our first show yesterday. Yeah. We are on the August 13th. We are going to have Kane Hodder, the guy, Jason Voorhees himself.
Yes.
We are so excited.
Oh, yeah.
He was Jason Voorhees in 4 films, guys. And so he's coming to join us on August 13th for our big live show here at the Lobo Theater in Albuquerque, New Mexico. And we're super stoked about that. Right. But right now we're going to get into our sponsors. So our first one today, you know who it is. It's our premium sponsor. It's IPS Global Security. Thank you, IPS Global. You guys are some of the best security guys in town. We love it. If you guys need security guards, patrol, access control, they do cameras, alarms. They do all of it, don't they?
Right? Yeah. No, they're top notch. Our next sponsor we'd like to thank is Crown Jewels & Coin.
And then we go New Games Plus.
And Duke City Toys.
Then Boutique Buds.
And Cali Burrito Company.
HSI Security, which is a little different. Just let me explain than IPS, guys. HSI is more doors and locks, and they do a lot of safes here in town. Mark over there, excellent safe guy. If you need a safe, go see Mark because he'll take care of you.
He'll crack it all day. Hotspot ABQ, love you guys.
Yeah, Joy Horror Entertainment. Both of those companies, they help promote the show. We love them.
Law Office of Adam Oakey.
Yeah, the Achievement Gallery for all of your promotional and marketing needs. They're really good.
And a special thanks to 3 Coin. We love your guys' apparel. You guys are awesome.
We got to just comment a little bit about our weekend this weekend, okay? So we're going to jump into, first of all, Randy Sadler is the owner of 3 Coin. He's a professional poker player, and then he also has this really cool apparel. Ben got an amazing vest this weekend.
Thank you, Randy.
Check it out on our social media. But it's like biker and rocker apparel. And we are doing a cross promotion with 3 Coin on our live series. And so what's going to happen is the shirts that we're designing for each of these shows, they're limited edition. They're going to have 3 Coins logo on it. We're doing this huge collab with him. We can't wait. Randy, thank you so much for this weekend, the Tattoo Festival. That was an experience.
That was awesome.
Talk about a killer experience.
Yes,
Holy shit. That was amazing. So, guys, we also want to thank the historic Lobo Theater.
Yeah,
Michelle and her team here have been nothing short of amazing. I always say that, but it is true. Michelle has done everything for us. We want to thank you guys for having us here and hosting this show. This is our new residency here at the Lobo Theater, our big shows that we have. We're still going to work a little bit out of the studio, but this is it. We love being on the stage. So.
Yeah, it's awesome.
You ready to jump into this segment?
Let's do it.
Okay. So, guys, today we have on professional athletes. Again, by the way, Chelsae, you're our first professional athlete.
That is
I'm really excited about this.
That is true.
So Chelsae is a part of the Power Slap franchise, which is kind of like, I guess, how do you explain that, Chelsae? Just tell us a little.
Professional face slapping.
Professional face slapping? Okay, let's just jump right into this then. Yeah. How did you get into Power Slap? Now, first off, Chelsae's husband is a very famous fighter. Okay, we've known him on He won the what is it?
The Ultimate Fighter.
Okay.
And then he was in the UFC for years.
Yep.
Okay.
He's currently the BKFC 125 champion.
Yep.
That's the
Bare
bare knuckle.
knuckle.
Yeah.
You know, I wanted to go. Didn't he fight here recently? Was it here? Was he with that whole bare knuckle
Him
thing?
and his brother fight here, yeah.
Okay, they fight out of
Yeah.
Albuquerque. Okay, great. That's awesome. So Chelsea, just tell us a little bit about yourself right now. Tell us where you're from, how you got into this sport, what you like to do. We want to know a little bit more about Chelsea today.
Okay, so I'm a cookie baker in real life.
She makes cookies, guys.
I bake cookies.
She slaps the shit out of people.
I run a sugar cookie business.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's what I do for a living.
Okay.
And then I slap faces. So I don't know, I'm a cookie baker, face slapper.
So back into the power slap then. Let's just get into it. How does it click in someone's mind saying, you know what, I think I'm going to try that out?
Okay, hear me out. I've been such a fan of it because I used to watch Slap Fighting Championship.
Okay.
And then the girls looked all cute and they would just go slap each other no matter like the weight size, right? Like they would just, one would be a really tall, big girl and the other one's like a skinny twig and they're just slapping each other. So that was entertaining because you're like, who's gonna win?
Right.
And then they brought Power Slap League, which
Okay.
is Power Slap, but that's when they first started coming around. There's a guy from Raton, New Mexico. His name's
Yeah.
Robert Trujillo.
Okay.
He's actually the champ of Power Slap
Is
right
he?
now.
Oh, wow, we got
So he's
Mexico
from New
on.
Mexico, yeah.
That's very cool,
And
representing the state.
so I met him in Las Cruces when I used to live there, and
Yeah.
then so we just followed along with his like Power Slap stuff.
Right.
So that's how I became a fan of Power Slap specifically.
Right.
And then I just got a wild hair up my ass one day, and I was like, I'm gonna fill out this thing. I can do this.
Fucking love it.
And
Just went
you
for
know,
it.
I lift weights. I've done a power
Yeah.
lifting. I've done bodybuilding competition. So
Okay.
I was like, okay. I've sparred with my husband's team because he has a fight team, and
Okay.
I go in there sparring. So I was like, I could take a hit.
Right.
Yeah.
And then I
Well,
signed
you-
up for Power Slap, and they called me randomly. I was like, oh shit, they really called me. And I was telling my husband, and he's like, okay, well, what are you gonna do? And then they offered me an opponent, and my first opponent was Paige Van Zandt, which she's known everywhere,
Right.
She's a multiple sports person too,
Exactly.
right?
Yeah,
And I was
okay.
I was like, holy shit, I get
Yeah.
Paige Van Zandt.
Right.
So I couldn't say no. They flew me out to Abu Dhabi. Never
Oh my
been
gosh,
there.
that's
Never
awesome.
been there. So that was my first Power Slap experience match ever being on stage professionally.
Okay.
That's some experience.
Okay, that is.
It's intense.
Yeah.
So, can you explain to people that don't know, to our audience right here, how do the rules work? Like, how does
Okay.
Power Slap work?
So obviously you get an opponent, right, in the same weight class.
Yeah.
So you have to weigh 125, 135, 145, whatever weight class
Are we
you're
allowed
in.
to ask your weight? I know that's a proper thing.
like when I
My
walk
mom
up-
always told me don't ask a woman her weight.
When I walk around, I was like 132, and
Okay.
I fight at 125.
Okay.
So I cut a little bit of weight to compete at 125.
Okay.
Okay.
So obviously they give you an opponent, you sign a contract, you show up on that date, you make sure you make weight, and then
Is that height
you
and
go
weight?
slap. No.
No,
It's just
okay.
weight. So somebody could be really
Yeah,
tall, and
so you
then
might have to reach.
Hey, you have
So
to
you would
reach.
have to be
Yeah.
like up sometimes, man. I guess.
Yeah,
I
but
don't know. I
that's
don't
your
think-
own doing, you know? Like, if you
man.
agree to that fight, you go in there and take it like a woman.
Okay. I like that.
I love it. That's
So
awesome.
you go slap for slap, 3 slaps. So
Okay.
Wow.
so there's a coin toss, and the winner of the coin toss gets to strike first.
Okay.
So say me and you were going, and I won the coin toss, I would slap you first.
I'm ready. No,
and
I'm just
then
kidding.
it's called eating it.
Yeah.
So if you take the slap, you eat
so
it.
eating it is when you
Meaning
take it and
when
you
you
don't
take-
get
yes,
knocked out.
yes.
Okay.
So if you
Dana,
eat-
I'm ready to do it. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway.
So if you eat it well, then it's your turn to slap me back.
Okay.
So you do it
okay.
for 3 times, unless it's a championship. Then it's 5 slaps. It goes 5
Oh,
rounds.
Just like
Damn.
UFC.
Yes.
it's like
exactly.
just like UFC.
Yeah, exactly. So they go by those rules.
Right on. That's
Yeah.
awesome. And so, I mean, I know this is just a crazy question, but the last time you sent us that clip of this situation that's happened to you. Okay. So if you guys don't know, she posted a picture because you posted that picture.
The video,
yeah.
yeah.
Well, there's that picture of you. You just got like surgery. Was it surgery?
Oh, I just had surgery on my nose. Yeah. The
Yeah.
girl, it's called a clubbing foul.
Okay.
They call it clubbing. And that's when you give an illegal strike.
Okay.
So 3 points of contact have to make contact at the same time for a legal strike. If you hit something before. So she palm striked me straight to my nose. I mean, that's a viral video everywhere. It's trending. So
Yeah,
there's that.
but you took it.
I took it and they were counting. They were like 3, 4, and I was like, I'm bleeding. My nose is broken.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
gosh.
So what do? Do they stop it after? I mean,
So the video's not completely out just yet, and the results aren't out. But she
Oh, we
did
won't
get
talk
a
about
clubbing fell.
okay.
So
Wow, but this is incredible. And obviously, we just touched on your husband. Your husband's the famous Josh Dodson. You live here in Albuquerque. You're from Albuquerque, or Grants, right? That's what we had talked earlier.
Yes.
You're from Grants, New Mexico. That's awesome. See everybody. This is what happens when you come to New Mexico. You just either become like a fighter or an actor. Right. That's what. And guess what? I'm not the fighter. You know what I'm saying? So that's awesome. Well, you ready to jump into this, man?
Let's do our famous 3 here.
That's famous 3. It's our hot 3 questions. So Chelsea, we ask every guest these 3 questions before the big kind of story time, but we'll get into that here in a minute. So the first question is, Chelsea, what is your all-time favorite horror movie?
Child's Play.
I love it. I love it.
Oh,
and the
man.
reason why I love Child's Play is because I saw that when I was a kid.
Exactly why I like it.
I've got a little age on both of you, okay?
Yeah,
I'm about
smidge.
10 years
Yeah,
older than
right.
you, but that was like our generations. We were like, holy shit. Because you had like, there was scary dolls in movies and stuff. Not Chucky.
Nothing like Chucky. I feel like he's just different, you know. And when you're a kid and you watch that, because like you play with dolls, and then you're
Right.
like, oh, they're like possessed.
Well, back in the day, it got modeled off of My Buddy, and My Buddy was an actual doll that they would sell to boys. I never had a My Buddy, by the way,
Yeah, me
guys.
neither.
I mean, it would have been fun. My Buddy's right here. Yeah, he's haunted though. Anyway, but yeah, no. The other funny thing that I love, it's kind of like Krueger, right? Freddy Krueger. Chucky always has these one-liners.
Right.
Like he is
Yeah.
always like, and he's kind of like rude and like,
Yeah.
fuck you guys. Like
Yeah.
he doesn't.
I love
care.
that mentality.
Yeah, that's
Right.
Yeah.
And then I gotta tell you, because there was 2 memories it's the little guy running around like he's got a knife, and if you guys remember the first Pet Cemetery where Cage cuts the Achilles tendon of the old man walking upstairs, any type of little person or little thing or a child or whatever scares the shit out of me.
Yeah.
For real. See, I have kids, so like I dressed up my little one as Chucky, and I'm just like, I love it.
I love that too, because we've already had her on the show. She actually helped me and Ben host the show. But my daughter Charlie, she loves Megan and she loves Annabelle.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what this year she's like, Dad, Halloween, it's Megan. It's Megan because the new Megan 2.0 came out.
came out.
She didn't get to see it. I mean, she's begging me. She saw the first one. But these kids nowadays, they're so desensitized to
I know.
everything.
Yeah.
Like if we would have saw that when we were kids, we were like,
We're freaked out.
you know.
I mean, I freaked out watching Chucky as a kid.
Right.
I mean,
Exactly,
Like just waiting for those little footsteps around your bed at night just to hear that pitter patter, you know?
Right. Well, then the other funny thing is, it's like I always love in Child's Play because there's like the adults. You know, you had Andy, the little boy, and he was like, "Oh my God, Chucky's alive." And his mom was like, "No, he's not,"
Yeah.
because that's what parents do.
Right.
You know, we're always like, we don't believe our kids because we think that they're making up some kind of fictitious story as kids do.
Right. Plain imaginary stuff.
But then it's like, you know, pops in, boom, yeah. But Child's Play, I like it, and I gotta tell you, Chelsea, thank you for saying that because nobody's yet. We've been 17 episodes and nobody's brought up Child's Play
Right.
yet. So
Child's Play is just like a goated movie, honestly. But
well, then I'm gonna ask you the second question too. Is who's your favorite horror villain? Like who do you like to kill people, or what do you like?
Michael Myers.
Michael Myers.
That's my go-to. I feel like
Yeah, we haven't done a Halloween episode just yet. We're gonna let our other co-host. He couldn't be with us today, Wolf. He's a big Halloween guy. Michael Myers. He had a dog named after Michael.
Yeah, he's our like aficionado
He loves it.
on
Yeah.
everything Michael Myers.
Yeah, if Wolf is on set, we have our expert with us.
Yes,
That's
exactly.
like I do know a lot of pop culture, a lot of horror, a lot of comic book crap, but nothing like this guy. Like he can just rattle off anything off the top of his head. He's got it like that. But then the Michael Myers. The one good thing is obviously we've got King Hodder coming on pretty soon, but Michael was different than different than Jason. Jason was more, he was slash. Michael went through the neighborhood. That's what scared the shit out of us back then. It was like, it was in your suburban neighborhood. You know, he's walking around fucking just stabbing people. And then you on your, we always do like this pre-interview format sheet. You said the Rob Zombie.
The Rob Zombie one is the goated Halloween ever. I don't even care. I love that one so much. Like, he did such a good job.
And it was so gritty, and it was so, that's why I love Rob Zombie. Rob, if you ever get a chance, we'd love to have you on the show.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we'll definitely do a live series with you. But he, you know, he took, like, if you saw House of the Thousand Corpses, or you saw, you know, all the rest of his films, it's that same vibe. And then I love the actors he always uses, because they're always kind of like these real gritty B-list actors, and then he always uses his wife.
Right.
You know, his wife's in every one of his films. So.
Yeah, and he brings his own style to everything about the movie. It's not like he's doing like a cookie cutter kind of scenario with. You can tell it's a Rob Zombie movie.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I love that. I love that artistry.
And I'm going to shout out to somebody real quick, because my buddy Aaron Fisher, he's in Minneapolis. What's up, Aaron? Love you. Him and I went and saw House of a Thousand Corpses in the theater, and it was just us two. And I was like, that's where I got really addicted to like kind of grunge horror, that like, you know, like Planet Terror or Grindhouse or like that 8mm 60s kind of vibe. And that's what Rob, I think, gives us. He gives us that vibe of, and then you just said it, he doesn't give a fuck. So he will make it as gory as possible. All right, you want to give her the third big question?
So our final question, what horror movie just lives rent-free in your head? Like, it's just one of those, like, either affected you.
And it doesn't need to be a movie, it can be a series
or a series too, just something that's just like, it had an impact on you, you know what I mean?
I'm telling you, that Dahmer series on Netflix had me fucked up.
I gotta tell you guys right now, as
jeez.
far as guests are concerned, I'm loving this woman because she is now laying out some new stuff. We've had a lot of people, and I'm not shitting on other guests, but they're like Nightmare on Elm Street or this and that. I am so glad you brought up the Dahmer series, because again, talking about Netflix does that monster series, and they're doing a new one with Charlie Hunnam from Sons of Anarchy.
Oh, that's right.
He's going to be able to play the next serial killer. I forget who it is, but it's going to be really good, and it takes place like in the early 40s, 30s, 40s, 50s, I think, around there. But back to Dahmer. First of all, the actor who plays him, fantastic.
They did such a good job with. Oh, it made me sick watching it, but I couldn't stop watching it.
I know.
Exactly.
Dahmer would be attracted to you, bro. No, I'm just kidding. That's a joke, everybody.
Kind of am his type a little bit, a little more peanut butter than chocolate. But, you know, I mean, he might like me.
What was crazy about Dahmer in real life? There's a couple of different things. Number one is he these are true facts. Dahmer would drill a hole in their skull when they were still alive. Okay, he was picking up, and it was African American gentlemen at the gay bars. Is where he'd bring them home. And there's a couple of cool Instagram clips, because this is funny. I think it was a hip hop guy, but he was talking about how he used to sell drugs to Jeffrey Dahmer. And they knew he was like a weirdo and a creeper. But he was doing that, you know, to get the guys to come back to his place and whatnot. And then finally, guys, he used to eat them.
That's so crazy. I can't.
We just had on Chelsea Dobson, or sorry, not Chelsea Dobson, sorry. We just had on Brooke Smith from Silence of the Lambs. She's the girl in the well. Yeah, so Ben and I just interviewed her. Obviously,
awesome
Hannibal
person.
Lecter, you know, but this is real life Hannibal Lecter.
Yeah, like real life cannibalism.
This dude would leave body parts in his refrigerator. He would, the smell. I mean, it's everything in that series, Monster, the Jeffrey Dahmer story, or whatever it's called. It was so accurate.
Yes.
And I loved how, you know, they could have gone like obviously super gory and made it like real like grotesque, but they didn't. They almost kind of let your imagination like fill in some of those blanks, but then they did give you some of that blood and gore also. It was such a happy medium. I love the way that they filmed it.
Yeah, that fucking apartment in that show, that's what killed me.
That poor lady, man. She knew something was going on.
Oh, you know it. You know
That's what I'm saying. It's just like they did such a good job filming that and like reenacting it. Like it was so good. I don't know.
Netflix does, because we worked with them before, and we were on a series we always kind of referenced it called Obliterated. Not the greatest thing in the world.
It got obliterated.
It got obliterated. But what they do with those serial killers, so I'm a big fan. Did you watch Mindhunter?
No.
Okay, watch Mindhunter.
Okay.
So we interviewed an actor from that I've worked with here named Happy Anderson. He played Jerry Brutus, the notorious serial killer. But it's when the FBI basically started the serial killer division of the FBI. The what do they call it? The psychological or whatever, like crime scene. I don't know. Sorry, I meant to say. Anyway, basically the serial killer division. And so, that was. But Dahmer. He's one of my creepiest. I 100% agree with you.
Yeah, lives rent free. You're always like, is there a Dahmer near us?
No.
I'm just kidding.
Okay, I know we're running a little short on time on this first segment, but I'm going to extend it. I got to tell a quick story. So my mom and I like to go to estate sales. That's like our thing to do. I love to go prop shop for this kind of stuff.
Right.
And then I just like to go and see other people's stuff. So I walked in one time. I'm going to show the picture. I'll put it up. But there was a picture. I walked into this estate sale, and there's a picture of this lady's grandson that somebody had painted. He looked just like Jeffrey Dahmer. He looked just like Dahmer. And I said, and I walked in and I go, hey, Mom, that looks like Dahmer. Yeah. And she goes, you should buy that. And I was like, okay. And I went up and I offered like $50. She's like, that's my grandson. I was like, well, your grandson looks like a serial killer.
Yeah.
I would have had it on the set. I know. It was from like the 70s. But yeah, that was it. I am kind of I geek out a little bit on serial killers. I like to read about them. I like to do everything because there's always some kind of interesting situation that we see with them. But yeah, that's great answer.
Yes,
fantastic
excellent answer. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, guys. So this is one of Ben and I's favorite times of the show, is where we have what we like to call story time.
Oh yeah.
So we ask our guest, Chelsea, have you ever had like any kind of supernatural, paranormal, true crime, any kind of weird experience in your life? We always like to talk to our guests about something that kind of happened in their life that kind of fits our whole model. Do you have anything?
I feel like it's like more of a weird thing.
I love it. I love it. It's okay. We're cool with that. We like weird judgment here.
So growing up, I lived like on the outskirts of Grants. It was called Mount Taylor Edition. It's just like a trailer park.
Mount Taylor Edition?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's literally just like
guys,
a
I'm not from
trailer
New Mexico.
park.
I got boots on from Texas, so I'm just like,
okay.
yeah, go ahead.
It's just a trailer park, so there's not like street lights and stuff like how cities have.
Okay.
And so it's just like pitch dark, pretty much. I was just like outside looking at the stars. And I was 11 years old, and I shit you not, I saw a UFO. Like, I swear on everything. I even like yelled at my mom. She came outside.
Really?
We're like staring at it. There was no cell phones back then, so like you can't like record it or nothing. And like we're staring at it, we're freaking out, and the lights keep going brighter, and then they dim, and it was like the weirdest, coolest thing I ever experienced. And then out of nowhere, it just like disappeared.
That's it. So what's crazy is we actually just had a guest on before you, Carlos Duran, and him and Wolf tell a similar UFO story too. But it's, first off, guys, it's New Mexico. What are we famous for? Green chili and aliens.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, and so we talk about that all the time. But these UFO experiences seem to be getting more and more, like they're coming more and more and more and more. We see them all the time on TikTok. We see them all the time on Instagram. And how does that, I mean, like when you're sitting there and you're looking up in the sky and you see this thing, how did it like make you feel? Were you scared? I mean,
I was scared. Yeah. I mean, I'm a child.
I mean, you're 11. Right?
I'm a child. I was just like, I yelled it for my mom, so my mom even saw it too, because she like came outside because I was screaming. I was like, Mom.
Right.
And she like thought somebody was trying to kidnap me. I was screaming so loud. But
that's a different episode.
Right.
She came outside and she was like, she called her husband, my stepdad at the time, and he came out too. Like it was literally a thing. And then like, but it's weird because it just like stayed still. It wasn't like moving or anything.
Okay.
And it was just
and
weird
that's
to
before
experience.
drones.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
it was
It's
just
like,
weird to experience, I guess. I don't.
What did it look like? I mean, was it like the classic like 3 dots, kind of thing, or was it just like one big sphere?
There was one big old circle, and then like the circles around them, and then like the big middle one would just turn really bright, and then like dim, and then I did about like 3 times.
Yeah.
I'm not even like over exaggerating.
No,
it sounds fake, but
no, it's not. Let me tell you, there's so many stories that I've listened because I do jump into those UFO docs,
Yeah.
and I love watching a good UFO documentary, right? And a lot of times it's like, it's like, oh, well, this was a picture from 1945. Now, with video cameras or with cell phones and cameras and everything, I mean, Big Brother's everywhere.
Right.
We are seeing things, and we've talked about this before, Chelsea. We think it's just them kind of prepping us, getting us ready for this alien civilization that's going to actually come down and be like, yo, what's up?
Exactly,
You know?
right? 'Cause they've been around. I don't know, I believe in aliens, so like, they've been
yeah.
around,
Oh, 100%.
right?
I 100%.
I feel like
yeah.
they've studied us for years.
Right.
I feel like maybe they even disguise themselves as humans.
Oh, yeah.
Like, truthfully, I don't know. What's your
I think
take?
some of them look like Homo sapiens, like they look like us. They look like humans, like you said. They have like 3 classifications. I've watched this whole this is me nerding out, but they've got the grays, which
Right.
are the ones with the big eyes,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
Those are the ones everybody sees in Roswell. They're on McDonald's. They're on everything down there. We just talked about Roswell, how that's like this UFO thing has boosted their economy for the rest of their life,
Yeah.
you know. But then you have the, I guess it's the lizard people,
Right.
you know?
Right.
I don't
Yeah.
know if you heard about that. And that's kind of like, there was an old series back when I was a kid. It was called V. And V was like, the aliens came to Earth, but they look like humans, but
Right.
they would wear human skin. They pull up and they're a lizard underneath
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
And then the third ones they say are called, I think they're like the Nordics. And those are humans.
Okay.
They look like humans, but they're extremely pale, extremely white, and like they have white hair and everything. And it's almost like an albino.
Right.
Yeah.
Right? And so I do believe in aliens. And the reason I believe in it is because I tell everybody, I'm like, look at this universe. There's no freaking way we're
There's
alone.
Yeah.
no way.
There's no way we're alone.
No.
And I gotta tell you, I love going outside at night and I love looking up at the stars, but then I catch myself, I'm like, okay, now it's time to find the UFO.
Right.
You know what I
See,
mean?
yeah, that's hard.
Yeah, it's just fun, and at the same time, you know, I'm glad you touched base on like the historical context of UFOs, because there are plenty of paintings and cave drawings and everything
Yeah.
else out there underneath the sun that basically has given us enough information up to this point before cell phones. So it's like, yeah, something else is out there,
Yeah.
something else is going on. But now with the introduction of new tech, you know, we can basically prove it, and it's awesome. Man.
Do you
I
feel
find
like
it-
they don't tell us stuff though?
I
Like
feel-
on purpose?
Oh,
yeah.
100%.
Like,
Definitely.
I feel like if they told
100%.
us something about the aliens, right? Because I feel like they know way more than what
Right.
they're feeding to us.
Well, and
Like,
it's like,
would
They're the
we
ones
freak
that are
out?
in the Epstein list. No, I'm just
I
kidding.
know, I was
I'm
like,
joking.
would we like freak out as humans, right? And like,
Oh no,
world
our
catastrophe?
reaction. Now I think it could be it's probably a little less. It's not gonna be like Independence Day where we're all like freaking out.
Right.
But I think there would be a freak out, like, and it's especially with the conspiracy theorist people. It's like, oh my God, they're here to kill us. We don't know. I mean. So there's been times I'm like, this day and age, just take me away. Come on, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, can you bring my daughter with me though too?
Right.
So
Yeah.
then just don't give me the probe. You know what I mean? But let me ask you, that's what I was going to ask you. Why do you think they come here? I mean, if they do you think it's like just to
Just
surveil
to
us?
study us, and then
Yeah.
for like a takeover one day. I don't know.
for
Like an
a
alien
mass
takeover.
invasion.
right, they're like on safari, you know, just checking out the lay of the land. You know
See,
what I mean?
what you
Yeah,
just
that's
said,
what I'm
what you
saying.
just said is another theory is that we are their safari. Like they come down to watch it, just to watch us. Like we're such a freak show.
Right.
You know, as a
We kind of are though.
No, we totally
Like,
are. We
I
totally
slap faces for a living. Like
You
that's
slap
what I'm
faces for a
saying.
living,
Like I
and
feel
we have to
like
blow each other up.
Yeah,
It's
that's
like
what-
if all humankind came together and worked together like in Independence Day, we would be such a better race going forward. But obviously we don't do that because humans are so faulted. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And
Yeah.
it's like my other theory is that I like to listen to is, have you ever guys heard the prison planet theory?
no.
No.
Okay, so they say that the aliens have trapped our race here because we are so self-destructive and we're a prison planet. Basically, they keep us here because they don't want us anywhere else because we'll fuck it up.
Well,
you know what
I've
I mean?
always like been curious as like why, you know, I do believe that we obviously accelerated point in our history as the human beings. Our tech has like like in this day and
Overnight.
age,
Yes.
it's like crazy, right?
Overnight.
So I'm like, why don't they share more tech with us? Like, you guys have given us like little sprinkles on top, but I want the cake. You know what I'm saying?
Did you
Like,
guys watch American Horror Story where they have the aliens? It comes down like it's the Roswell landing. They do it,
Okay.
but basically they trade us the microwave for humans. So
Okay.
basically they're taking humans to whatever to do with them, and they're
Right.
like, but we're gonna give you this technology.
Right.
It's called a microwave.
Right, right.
You know, and
Also,
it's
here's
like,
Velcro and a calculator.
yeah, exactly. And then now it's here's an iPhone.
Right.
You
Yeah,
know,
Right.
it's better.
it is kind of it's tech is definitely increased in its like, and then now we see the development of drones, and then now we see these. It's like the stealth bomber and all these ships that we've got that are just like. I believe that we're holding you like spaceships. I think there's alien spaceships. I think that there's an Area 51. Do I think it's Area 51 anymore?
No.
No, it's probably the old Windrock Mall.
Or like, you
something.
know,
It's
like I always bring up
something.
Predator, because Predator's like my favorite sci-fi horror, you know, character of all time. And that camouflage that Predator's famous for, I'm like,
Right.
that exists, guys. Like that definitely exists,
Right,
you know?
right.
Well, in some way, shape, or form. And I'm just like, I want to see more tech though. Like, guys, share more with the human race, please. Like, I want
Right.
us to be able to, I made this joke last time, that I want to get my DoorDash like teleported to me. You know what I mean? Like, you
Just
know,
like-
just,
Yeah.
you know, food
Yeah,
doesn't travel well.
it's a very there's so many people that debate over aliens, you know what I mean? But the government has come out now and said they've confirmed there was congressional hearings. Yes, there's things in the sky
Right.
we don't know about. And I think you're kind of right though. They're bullshitting us. I think they know exactly what it is. They're just telling us there's stuff out there, guys,
Right.
and it's coming.
Right.
But just wait.
Right.
Just wait.
A little longer.
Because of the reaction of the
Yeah,
human race. You know
definitely
what
the
I
panic
mean?
that might ensue afterwards.
Guys, I'm going to steer off a little bit of the conversation because I always like that. Ben knows this. I like to take a left turn in some places. Did you guys read the news? Just what happened this week, like with the Annabelle doll?
No.
Oh, it killed the guy.
I love it. She said, yes. So, Ben, let me give you a little history behind Annabelle.
Okay,
Annabelle
okay.
is. Did you watch Conjuring series?
Yes.
Okay, you remember the Annabelle's in the basement where they keep all
Right.
the haunted items locked up, right? Well, there's a real Annabelle doll. It's just not this. And so they took this thing on tour. Like they're going from town to town to town to town. And I don't want to mock this guy's death. I'm sure it was not suspicious, but it's pretty suspicious.
Yeah, no, definitely.
So what happened was he was on tour. I know for a fact that they took it to New Orleans, and where they took it, there was a plantation or a home that was there that burned down.
Okay.
Like the place they
a
were
little bit
kind
of
of
a red
showing.
flag. All right.
Now, just what Chelsea just touched on. The guy whose job was to drag this stupid doll around everywhere and put it in places for people to pay. Oh, you're okay, buddy. To put it in places, for people to come and see it. He died.
They don't know cause of
Mysteriously.
death yet?
Not yet.
Mysterious death still.
Mysterious
Oh my
death.
gosh.
It's under investigation
Yeah.
at the moment.
Which, I mean, I gotta tell you, is a little creepy to me.
Definitely creepy.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
like the Warrens, that's the family, the husband and wife that actually had an Annabelle in their vault or their basement vault. It's like and we have a little saying for our film. It's called Finding 66 that's going to be coming out soon, or we're going to start shooting. So it's fuck around, find out. You take that thing out and you start using it as a tourist attraction. It was the weirdest, and people went. I mean, if you go net, it's on everything. National News is covering it now.
Oh, gosh.
It's like it's definitely in our wheelhouse. But I mean, let me just ask you, would you go see the Annabelle doll?
No, not at all. I wouldn't even want to be near it.
No.
I'm good. I just touch base on Chucky. I'm good.
I know, right?
Not only no, hell no. No.
No,
100%. I agree.
I'm like,
Exactly. So it's like I just don't. Some of these people that get into this supernatural stuff, it'd be like me walking up and being like, "Do you want to play with this Rubik's cube from Hellraiser?" No.
Right,
I mean,
right.
I just it's just like I just don't understand why people like to fuck around and find out. And I'm not saying that this, what happened to this gentleman was supernatural, but I think there's a lot of us that are like, it's probably supernatural. It's probably crazy.
Well, I got to give it to those people who, go out to and do documentaries on haunted houses or spend the night in graveyards or whatever. I'm like, the fact that you're not afraid of something following you or just kind of leeching onto you.
Or attaching to you.
Attaching to you, essentially. And then now, my house is haunted because I went and spent 5 minutes with the Annabelle doll. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just too scared or something like
you're
that.
putting yourself in that situation type thing.
Yeah, fuck around, find out.
Yeah, that's scary.
No, and it's haunted. I will tell you this though, because it's a real that's haunted thing. I did put an ad out. Ben knows this. I put an ad out. I put it on Craigslist of all places. I did a thing on haunted items, and this lady emailed me, and she was like, "I've got a haunted Shrek doll."
No, that's the thing. Like, I'm gonna tell you the scariest story real quick.
Okay, tell me.
Somebody gifted my daughter a life-size Bratz doll.
Yeah.
It was in the box, everything. And all this weird stuff kept happening in our house. Like, our back door would be open, our window would be open, our blinds would be pulled down.
Oh, yeah.
I literally put it outside and put free. So if she told you that Shrek doll was haunted, I'm not even joking. I had that real life experience.
Right. Well, it seems like they like to play. They like to play with these toys or something. It's and so I have it. I still have it in my house, and I put it underneath this thing. And I was like, yeah, I think I'm just gonna keep it there until whenever we bring out. I think I'm gonna bring it out with Duke City Toys when he comes on. We've got Duke City Toys, who's one of our sponsors, has. He has some pretty scary, creepy toys.
I bet he does.
And so he's bringing. That's where we got this little guy. Speaking of Annabelle, hey everybody. Oh, sorry, buddy, you're going back down. Anyway, but yeah, that was just a weird story this week of all the things that have been happening in this world. It's like, okay, now the guy who was traveling around with Annabelle is dead. You know, and obviously all the conspiracy theorists, they're gonna go crazy.
Oh, definitely. Most
all the ghost hunters.
Not me. I've been looking that up. I'm like, did they find out what happened?
Right?
Yeah, I'm sure we'll figure out something. They're gonna definitely do some kind of autopsy. I'm sure because any kind of mysterious death, they always do that.
Yeah.
So that was pretty. That's pretty nuts. So do you have? Let me ask you this: have you ever been in any kind of other haunted places or any kind of?
I mean, I go to haunted houses.
You like haunted houses?
Yeah.
I've been in McCall's pumpkin patch.
I'm all haunted houses, yeah, but no.
Right.
Just mysterious things was that doll. I was like, get that damn doll out of my house.
Yeah, it's not a fun thing. I've shot a couple episodes of different television shows and stuff. We were just talking about this in Grant's prison, when we were talking about Santa Fe prison. It's like the people that go and walk around those places. We're there during the day with the film set. I'm good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But somebody that walks in with one of these cameras and is just like, we're gonna spend the night.
At night, yeah.
The ghost hunter guys, and I know that's a little exaggerated in those shows for entertainment, but at the same time, I'm not one of those guys.
I was like, there's real life things though. Growing up in Grants, they tell you not to go to that prison, and then what do you think we did as kids? We went to that prison.
You went to the prison.
Yeah, and you walk around. It's so scary. You feel when you walk in that.
It was
Definitely.
That's why it's weird.
It was awful. It was
Yes.
awful. I walked around and it was funny because I was looking at the cells and they took me out of the scene and I just went off walking, and there was one of the cells was named John, J-O-H-N, they had the names on it. I was like, I wonder who was in there, and I took a selfie next to it. But the other thing is what you just touched on, your grants, they tell you not to go there. My family is from West Virginia, my dad's side, and it's Appalachia, and they tell you, do not go outside at night.
No.
And I mean, I'm gonna have my dad on here at some point in time because he's got a ton of stories like that, and it's all supernatural stuff, dude. We talked about the fireball. Remember that fireball thing I was telling you about? Yeah, there was a man that died in my dad's town, and they used to dig we have a family graveyard. That's how long our family's been in this town.
Yeah.
And so they dig your grave, and this was in the 30s, 40s, 50s, and they just bury you on the land. And so when this guy was such a terrible human being, they said the priest came to read him his last rites, and everybody was trying to tell him to give himself to God, and do the whole your dying thing.
Yeah.
And they said that he was like, no, fuck you. And he was like, I'm not doing that. So they all left the house and they walked down So they call them hollers in West Virginia. So it's basically you build your house on the hill because if there's a flood, you're not in the floodplain, right? So the house was up here. They were walking down the road. They said they saw a fireball come out of the grave, go into the house, come back out, and go back into the grave. And then they walked back in, and he was dead.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, gives it look.
Yeah.
My
I know.
hair's still
That's what I'm
chilling.
like. What an experience, though.
Yeah, so that was like I said, and especially in New Mexico, even with UFOs, there's so much, even Native American folklore here, like skinwalkers and all that stuff. I'm like, I'm not going to tease with it. I'm not going to run around. I'm not going to go try to find something in the middle of the desert in the middle of the night. Because if I don't get eaten by a skinwalker, I'm going to get eaten by a mountain lion or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's not to be messed with.
No. Well, Chelsea, that was awesome. We thank you so much. That's kind of the end of this segment and the end of this interview. So we want to thank you for coming on. We're gonna tag her Instagram on this, guys. Follow Chelsea. Check her out. You said I think our producer had asked you, do you have anything with? I know you just your face is messed up from the nose and the eye. You don't have any power slap coming up.
I don't have
soon.
nothing coming up because they just fixed my nose.
So now you're
literally
just making cookies.
fixed it. So, I'll be out for at least 3 months.
Okay.
So
all right. Well,
maybe something soon after that.
Well, I just want to thank you for coming on the show. I want to thank Ben and me. We're just so excited of having you.
Yes.
And we want to thank Dana White and Power Slap and everybody
Appreciate you guys.
That's affiliated with Chelsea. I got to tell you right now, you're one of my favorite guests. Now.
This was so
You
much fun
actually
having
are.
you.
This has been such an enlightening experience for me, from Power Slap to UFOs to Jeffrey Dahmer to us talking about skinwalkers and all this stuff. So, guys, we want to thank Chelsea for coming on, and it's killer. It's killer. So, guys, I have to plug our sponsors one more time, and then we'll close this thing out. So, everybody, we want to thank all of our sponsors here at Creative Kill. You guys have been so supportive of all of us. We can't wait to have you on these big live shows coming up soon.
Oh yeah.
And we want you to follow us on all of our stuff. We are on YouTube, so this show airs on our YouTube channel. Then we have our Instagram, our Facebook, and our TikTok channel. So please follow us on all socials. And guys, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this thing up for episode 17. So. Yeah, that's right. Thank you so much, Chelsea. Appreciate it.
Yes.
Thank you guys for having me.
Yeah, that was awesome.
That was a great episode.
Chelsea, so I have kind of always wanted to feel like I watched this Power Slap after meeting you and everything. How does that? I mean, it must hurt. What do you think, Ben? Would you ever do it?
I mean, I've always been curious about it because, I mean, the only time I've ever had, been hit is essentially in football pads, right? So I've had stuff protecting me.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm kind of curious to see how it feels, to be honest. Like,
No. Well, I think you should do it.
I feel like we should find out.
Let's
Let's do it.
All right.
Yeah,
Ready?
yeah,
All right, let's go.
I'm gonna stay over here.
All right. Right hand on 3.
On 3.
1, 2, 3.